really love coming out to the lake early in the morning. It's very still. I just like watching the birds, the frogs, the bugs. It's just very beautiful. And then this guy comes by in an airboat, just completely unchill. Like, this is a very chill time on the lake, which is rare in the summer. This is the first day of summer, I don't know what I'm talking about, but completely ruined the mood. You're not supposed to have gas-powered lakes. You're not supposed to have gas-powered boats on this lake. It's just really obnoxious. That thing was so loud. This lake isn't that big. I'm glad he's gone. So I'm at the tail end of a 2-week vacation. I always take 2 weeks off in June just to kind of reset. I don't usually go anywhere except to the Poconos. I was actually feeling kind of dissatisfied with how this vacation was going. And it took a little bit of reflection to think about why and to realize this vacation is actually really good. I think I was bummed because I was like, I didn't do more stuff. I wasn't productive enough on this vacation. I wanted to get some kind of house project done. But then I was thinking about it and I was like, that's not a vacation. Like, that's just more work. It's just different work. So I realized, and I thought about like, what do I like in a vacation? And I realized that I've done all of those things. And this has been a good vacation, and I need to just stop. I think at some point I need to like get out of this, obsession with getting things done, because a lot of it doesn't really matter in the end of the day. There are 3 things that I think make a vacation great. First thing is being active. Now, you might be saying to yourself, Charlotte, you hate exercise, you hate working out, you hate physical activity. What are you talking about? I hate working out when I have to shoehorn it in to an already busy schedule. When I'm in the middle of a work week, when I have free time, I don't want to spend it working out. But when I have a lot of free time, it's different. It's like, of course I can make time to do it then. And the other thing is, when I'm on vacation, I feel like I'm living my best life. And of course, part of my best life would be working out. So if you're like me, where you usually don't work out, I would recommend working out on your vacation. You don't have to go nuts. You don't have to, break out your Tony Horton DVDs, like nothing like that. We start the days here with a long walk with the dogs, and we love it. They love it. The other thing that we like to do here, since we have the lake, is go kayaking. If you go on a vacation somewhere, I would recommend trying something new. Try kayaking, try stand-up paddleboarding. It's an enrichment experience, and a lot of these things are, especially if you go away somewhere to like a resort or a vacation destination, they have these things set up for beginners. The second thing I recommend is to do something creative. You might be saying to me, Charlotte, I'm not a creative person. Yes, you are. Every person is a creative person. We can all create. It's what humans do. You just might need to cultivate your creativity. I'm not saying that you need to become a fine artist on your vacation. You don't. Just make something. You don't need to show it to anyone. You can destroy it right when you're done with it, but it engages the creativity muscle that I think a lot of us are losing. Justin's getting into film photography. I have a film camera that has been neglected for the last couple months, so I broke that out again. And we're really just enjoying walking around and taking some pictures. The nice thing about film photography too is that you can't see the results right away. If you're into digital photography, you can see it right away, and then you can spend a lot of time kind of obsessing over it. You have a lot more room for error. You can take a lot more pictures, try and get the shot just right. Maybe you're kind of like losing the moment, the purpose of just going out and making something easy just for fun. The nice thing about film is you can't do that. You just take the picture and hope for the best, and then you can see how it went when you get your film back. Now, if you don't want to invest in film, that's totally understandable. It's very finicky. It's, if you want a keepsake, it's not necessarily reliable unless you're a film photographer. So the best visual art, I think, to start with would be to just go out with your phone and try and take some pictures. Try and take some artsy pictures. Doesn't matter what it's of. Just like, I don't know, if you see a flower, take a picture of it. Try and you know, line it up and make it look pretty. It's very simple. Or journal. Journaling is great for so many things. Journaling helps you access emotions and ideas that are sometimes difficult to pinpoint when you're just thinking about them. It's also just nice to have, you know, a written record of your vacation and your feelings on how everything's going. You might just forget about certain things too, and it's nice to just have a written record of what you did. Those are the two easiest creative things to do. It's like taking pictures, whether with film or on your phone, or journaling. And it doesn't have to be good. In fact, it probably won't be, and that's okay. Like I think people are afraid of being bad at things. That's why it took me so long to start this channel, it's like there's no room for being a beginner anymore. We are obsessed with these, you know, child prodigies and people who just seem to do things so effortlessly. You know, geniuses who can, you know, play piano without practicing very hard, seemingly, even though a lot of them actually do practice hard. But people don't seem to appreciate effort as much. The fact that, like, a lot of these things take a lot of effort, and they just, like, look at it and go, like, oh, well, you know, my first painting stinks, so I'm not going to keep doing it. Like, of course it stinks. Of course it does. And my first video, of course it was not good. This video isn't good. My next 100 videos won't be good. It's something that's new to me. We have to be willing to be beginners. And I think that having on vacation, you don't have to worry about anything else, is the perfect place to do that. To let go of your silly expectations that you have placed on yourself, or that you feel society has placed on you, and to just do what you want. If you really hate the painting that much, at the end, throw it away. I wouldn't recommend that, because maybe if you get into it, then it would be nice to see how far you've come when you make your 100th painting. I kind of like keeping that kind of stuff around. But if you really hate it that much, you can always throw it away. Do whatever you want. It's your life. The third thing that I recommend doing on your vacation is to be stupid. I view this as the epitome of vacation stupidity. This is the Fun Boy. Fun Boy, which is not a sponsor of this video, but you're welcome for the free ad, is a manufacturer of many ridiculously large floats and pool toys. I saw this on their website leading up to my 30th birthday. We were going to Anguilla, and I just had this amazing idea where I would purchase this giant float and take it to Anguilla. Everyone thought I was totally insane, but I was like, you know, this would just be like a fun, ridiculous thing to do. I got it its own suitcase, and we took it to Anguilla and took it out in the ocean. It specifically says on the float not to do that. It says do not use an offshore wind or current, and I can tell you there was a lot of both where we were. These things are like just a big sail. Justin and I just took it out in the ocean and just got on, and it just shot us straight out. It was horrible. Like, my grandmother was panicking. She thought you were never gonna see us again. Like, somewhere between 2 and 5 minutes after we got on the Fun Boy and we're out in the ocean, Justin had to get off because we were starting to, like, not be able to see the shore anymore. So he had to get off and, like, tow us back in. It was ridiculous. It was great. The adults were totally fine with us doing this, but the kids were like, oh, can we try that? They were like, no. But, like, it's that kind of thing. And no, of course, I'm not telling you that you should do that. It's dangerous. It's against what the safety things on here.
It's against what Fun Boy stands for.
It's probably
Fun
against,
Boy doesn't stand for.
I'm not speaking for Fun Boy.
We are not representatives of Fun Boy.
Fun Boy.
That you're not a representative of Hard Bodies.
we have no affiliation whatsoever with Fun Boy, but I can only assume that Fun Boy would not, and their lawyers would not want you to put this in the ocean. But it's that type of thing. The adventurous spirit, you know, whatever happens, you know, we knew that we weren't going to get hurt. We knew it wasn't going to be a big problem. Just, you know, you just got to go like, yeah, that would be fun. It's a little bit ridiculous, but it would be fun. Let's do it. You got to kind of suspend other people's expectations. You got to just say yes. Say yes to stupid at least once on your vacation.
Or during the whole vacation.
Or during the whole vacation.